Nuffle. Doesn't look like they picked up as much SPP as they wanted. Looks like there was a prayer to Nuffle, and that put Mighty Blow on Heartbreaker. So this Skaven Blitzer with Mighty Blow, block of Mighty Blow, not a bad combination. Stairway to Nuffle on defense. And this is in Division A. It's the Dead Poets versus Stairway to Nuffle. S. Beaver versus El Nubarino. Underworld, or Undead versus Underworld. And once again, we see a Rat Ogre. This time a mutant Rat Ogre. A whole lot of love. Live remix. It's a rookie Rat Ogre. Just has the Mighty Blow and the Frenzy. Prehensile Tail as well. Makes dodging more difficult. Clear skies in this game as well. So this Underworld teams, right, they're defined in three main ways, in my opinion. Well, in two main ways. They have access to mutations, they have swarming. Swarming says... Calliope's thinking for the bits, cheering for the Undead team. Swarming says that after the kickoff, you roll a D3, and you get that many additional swarming players. And also cheering for the Underworld squad. Thank you for the bits. You get that many more swarming players on the pitch, up to the amount of swarming players you already had on the pitch. So if you lined up with 2 swarming players, you roll a D3, and you get a 2, you get 2 more swarming players. If you roll a 3, you only get 2 more. That's all right, Cliveys. I appreciate you. So they can set up with potentially 14 players on the pitch. The other thing, and they have access to, is the mutations. Mutations are a great a great category of skills to pick up, because there are so many different types of skills as mutations. They really give you the ability to kit out your players as you see fit, as opposed to players who have, say, primary skills in agility or primary skills in strength. And what this tends to lead to, in my opinion, at least the way I think, in my limited experience with the new Underworld team here in BB 2020, is that you kind of want to play this as a bit of a kill squad, right? Like, you want to go out and just start punching people to death. You have the Rat Ogre with the Mighty Blow Frenzy. You have the Snotlings who can go in for the assists, and you probably have 16 players on your roster, right? Snotlings are very cheap, but they are titchy. They have dodge, so they're +2, or their dodges are always +2. They can go in for assists. They can go in for fouls very easily. They can dodge across formations and lines very easily. So you just start fouling everyone off the pitch. And they can be very, very successful in that way. Signor's Loop, welcome to the stream. Congratulations, by the way. Gotta love a Rat Ogre. Rat Ogres are great. Speaking of great, look at the mummies here on the Undead team. Undead team, I think, Undead is a very solid team all around, right out of the gate. These mummies, with a strength of 5, they have Mighty Blow, and no nega trait. That you're always taking that Mighty Blow block. You pick up block, you pick up guard on them. Now they're 6, meaning that they're feeding into each other, probably getting those 3-die blocks with each other. With the block skill, with Mighty Blow, they can start not only removing players very effectively, but controlling pitch very effectively. Eagle TSI 111, thank you so much for the sub. I very much appreciate your generosity. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. These ghoul runners are key to the roster as well. So the ghoul runners, these are your ball carriers. A little 2-die block here by McKernan, the number 13 lineman. It's going to take the both down result. That will be it. Tried to trade on the armor. He had a 9+ versus 8+, but got nothing out of it. Turn 3 back to Stairway to Nuffle. The ghoul runners, those are your ball carriers. MA7, they have dodge, strength, we'll have one, maybe two as a ball carrier. You'll have one as like a fouler is a good option. You can carry four. I like to pick up all. I don't start with all four, but I like to pick up all four as soon as I can. And the fourth one, I like to be like a harasser, like a haranguement piece, right? He's the guy that can go in, nuisance, kit out with four ghoul runners. You get really 3 different positionals you can get out of that are very effective. The lineman, not bad either. The lineman, strength 3, MA 4, Edge 4 plus is not bad, especially for the price. They're so if they roll on the Kaz, there's no casualty at all. Every player on this undead roster has regen except for the ghoul runners. And of course he has the whites. The whites are the blitzers. MA6 with the block skill. Strength 3, Edge 3 plus, not bad at all. Undead, a very solid roster. Oh boy, I forgot. This is El Nubarino's team. Ramble on the gutter runner. Look at this gross example of how you can get out a gutter runner. This player, right? So gutter runners are MA9, right? Sure, they're strength 2, but who cares? They start with Edge 2 plus. They have dodge. He picked up 2 heads. He has big hand. He has block. You have a blodger, big hand. Basically, every pickup is a 2 plus. And if that's not bad enough, Edge 1 plus on the gutter runner is absolutely disgusting. Gets a pal on Johnson here. Doesn't break armor. This gutter can be anywhere. If that's your ball carrier, he can dodge through anything. Like, yeah, there's that foul. Got 1 assist on the foul against McKernan. Didn't break armor. Does not get called off the pitch. Turn 4 for the Dead Poets. Dead Poets with the ball in the hands of Morrison, the injured white blitzer on the opposing 8-yard line in the right wide zone. Looks like he's going to advance this cage down pitch. The ball now on the opposing 20-yard line with a tight cage. Levy says, so every single dodge on him is a 2 plus now? No, not every single dodge. But where is he? Here, I'll show you. Gets the knockdown on Heartbreaker here. 8 plus breaks armor due to Mighty Blow. Doesn't get it. So he has... Right, so he has 2 heads, so it's a +1 to his dodges, and then he has big hand, which he ignores marks and pouring rain, and then Edge 1, right? So like, they're not all 2 pluses, but they're mostly 2 pluses. Stands up McKernan and Winehouse. Yeah. Final turn of the first quarter for Stairway to Nuffle. They're finding their defense successfully picked off by the Dead Poets. Dead Poets exerting big time tackle zones here, right? So he has this covered. Has tackle zones here. Has tackle zones here. Right, that's covering almost everyone. And then anybody who's free to get at this ball carrier he has the cage here, right? Which is exerting all of these tackle zones. And there's Ramble On. Ramble On could feel quite comfortable getting in for the blitz, but only with that strength of 2, it's going to be uphill. Takes the mark instead against Joplin, the number 7 Ghoul runner on the front left corner of the cage. This is a blodger. Took the blitz with the thrower. The thrower has leader and block. Leader gives the extra reroll to Stairway to Nuffle, provided that player remains on the pitch. Oop says, wow, that's super risky, making the gutter vulnerable with tackle whites nearby. Yeah, so these whites with tackle negates dodge. That means you don't get your reroll. That means you don't get the defender stumbles result either. Or you don't get a push on it, I should say. Moves good times, bad times. The number 11 Snotling into position to get the assist. To get the knockdown on Johnson. Well done. Goblins with the strength of 2. He had 2, 3. That made 4. 4 strength versus 3. It's a 2-die block. Achilles' last stand is going to take a mark against Harrison, the number 1 Mummy. Stands up Heartbreaker. And now a 2-die block against Lennon will be a knockdown. Well done. Needs a 10 plus to break armor, but getting the knockdown on the Mummy is huge because they have to spend all 3 MA to stand up. Another foul attempt. 2 assists on this foul. Got an injury. That's how you have to do it as an Underworld coach, in my opinion. Gets called off the pitch here. He'll argue the call, no doubt. Oh, didn't argue the call. Didn't want to risk it. Use the bribe instead. Said, let me use the bribe. Yeah, this is exactly the strategy, in my opinion, as to how you should play Underworld. But don't take my word for it. I'm in last place. Second quarter begins here for the Dead Poets. They have the ball on the opposing 20-yard line. Two-die blitz on Ramble On. He got that pal. Looking for a 7 plus because Ramble On is injured. Breaks armor. Gets the removal. Well done. Tackle white. That meant that dodge skill not in effect. Got the removal. Well done. We'll see if it sticks for the upcoming drive. Two-die block against Heartbreaker. This will be a knockdown as well. This is the Skaven Blitzer with the prayer to Nuffle. "13 seconds left on the clock for the Dead Poets." Stands up Winehouse. Back on the bonus clock for the Dead Poets. They have 6 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock. A massive 4 rerolls. That's not a leader reroll. They have 4 rerolls on the roster. Dead Poets really thinking about where they want to be to try to keep their players safe. They take an uphill block on a whole lot of love. Spent the reroll. They're going to both down out of this. Can they get the trade here on the armor break? 9+ is what they're looking for. They don't get it. They don't get it. Turn 5 for Stairway to Nuffle. Smasher225, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. 2-die blitz behind the cage here against the number 9 Ghoul Runner. Will be a dodge push. Takes a mark on the ball carrier. That's a 3+ dodge currently by the ball carrier. Marked by Black Dog, the number 4. Skaven Clanrant with the block skill. So as an Underworld coach, this is kind of how it shakes out, right? You want to spend a few turns murdering the other team as much as you can, and then start forcing the score, right? Especially if you start on defense, as Stairway to Nuffle did, because if you can do that, and you get enough turns on the clock, you can end the half 1-1, and you'll be on offense, and now you're in good shape to win the game. Two-die block against the number 15 zombie. Winehouse will get a knockdown here. Oh, anytime a Snotling gets to take a block, that's a thing of beauty. Snotlings have a strength of 1. Rush by Heartbreaker, the number 2 blitzer. Good dodge by the number 10 Goblin. Trying to apply the pressure. Trying to force this score. Two-die block against that Goblin that got into position just a moment ago. This will be a push by number 16 Zombo. This Underworld team doesn't have a troll, so they can't do a one-turn throw teammate score. Rushes Harrison the Mummy into position to get the knockdown on Black Dog. 7+ will break armor. Doesn't get it, but now that mighty strength 5 player in position behind the ball carrier. Three-die block on trampled underfoot, the number 9 Goblin by the other Mummy, number 2. This will be a POW. Again, looking for a 7+. This time he gets it. And that's a removal. Well done. Gets an injury out of it. Badly hurt. That's 2 removals now. A piece. So it's 9v9 on the pitch. Took a 1-die against Heartbreaker here. Got the POW. Now has a 2-die against the thrower. He'll get a push out of this. Boy, number 9. The number 9 ghoul runner takes a 1-die block against communication breakdown and breaks armor. Gets a really good stun out of this. Turn 6, back to Stairway to Nuffle. They have 3 turns to try to stop the score, or otherwise try to force it and get on the ball before the half ends. Get on the ball, get on the board. Get on the ball and the board. Minute 28 on the clock for Stairway to Nuffle. Trying to find a way to somehow get past this offensive pocket here. You can see the way that SP has staggered the position of these pieces, right? He has tackle zones here, 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 and here. Means that any knockdown means he still has the spaces covered. He has everything covered by more than one tackle zone, which is great to try to defend against the blitz. In fact, this is the only angle that Stairway to Nuffle might be able to take here, is to come through the end zone, but he really needed a pal for that. Didn't really get it, and decided to push into the end zone and stay put. Has plenty of movement left with Heartbreaker. If he got the pal, he could have come in through the end zone and marked the ball carrier from the front. Frenzy follow-up by the Rat Ogre gets a push. 2 pushes. Kernan going to stay on his feet. Here come good times, bad times. These snotlings, every dodge roll they make, every movement roll they make, whether it's a dodge or a rush, they're going to be 2 pluses. 2 pluses forever. Well, I guess except in a blizzard. Takes a 1-die against Jones. Re-rolls it into a dodge push. Stairway to Nuffle down to 2 re-rolls for the half. I don't know if he wants to follow up here and incur the wrath of Harrison. He's going to do it. All right, number 6, marked by the number 1 mummy. It is turn 6 and just 2 minutes, 53 seconds left on the bonus clock for Stairway to Nuffle. Dodge is number 4. The Ocean back to safety, and now turn 7 for the Dead Poets. They're going to start with that 3-die block they were given. They got the POW. 7 plus is going to break armor on this skating clan rat. Doesn't get the armor break. Is he going to try to stall this out till turn 8? I think he is. The blitz through the end zone. And now the 2-die blitz with Lennon. This will be a push on Achilles' last stand. Might actually follow up here. No, he'll stay put. Fair enough. If he followed up, he would have got an additional tackle zone here. He's going to stay put. He wants to cover the back left corner of the pocket here. Takes a 2-die uphill and a whole lot of love. We're going to push out of this. Why not? Why not? If you get a trade out of it, that'd be probably a favorable trade for you. You have a 40k lineman against this very expensive, very powerful rat ogre, but you each have 9+ AV. I say go for it. Turn 7 for Stairway to Nuffle. This is their final opportunity to try to stop the score. Can they do it? They have 2 rerolls. They have descended upon this offense, but the offense has kept their formation intact. The blitz is coming from the front left side. He gets a pow on Cobain. Breaks armor. Only gets a stun out of it. What's the game plan? Gets the assist on Lennon. Stands up when the levy breaks as well. Blitz has been spent, so he's not going to blitz down the ball carrier. But is he going to take a mark? Or is he just going to let this ball into the end zone? He says, you know what? I don't want to risk it. You've got this one. GG. Takes the 1 die with the Goblin against Lennon. Gets a push out of this. He might reroll it. Do it. 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+. You know what? Make it a 2+ here as well. Good 3-die dodge by Black Dog. Good times, bad times. He has yet to activate. Mark Sanchez, the thrower, yet to activate as well. He's going to shuffle his safety over the left. Oh, boo! Doesn't want to throw the snotling to the grinder. The Dead Poets are going to roll some dice before scoring. This will work out due to the block skill. No armor break, though. There it is, 1-0. Well done by the Dead Poets. They take the lead in this game. Stairway to Nuffle will have what? I love this. Hey! Hey! We got the Dryad cheerleader. Let's go. Dead Poets are going to get back there knocked out lineman. Oh boy. Rambalon's coming back onto the pitch here for turn 8. One more turn left in this half, unless, of course, there's a timeout. So the Dead Poets are going to screen out screen out the end zone here. They're a little far up, but that's okay. Three on the line. Currently, the injured white blitzer Morrison on the line, along with two rookie linemen, all of which are injured. Decides to swap out the blitzer with the number 16 lineman. Bootball says, hire that cheerleader. She moved more in a TD dance than a treatment does all game. If there's a timeout, Ramble On will have an opportunity to score in 2 turns. Three wide on the line for the defense. Stairway to Nuffle to set up their offense. Neither team with a kicker. So each can get away with one kickoff return player. Could have sworn I just got Slack messages, but I don't see any. A minute left to set up for Stairway to Nuffle in this final turn of the potentially final turn of the game. They're setting up 5 on the line here. Shifted to the left. For Rat Ogre in the left wide zone, along with Good Times, Bad Times, the Snotling. Snotling marking Winehouse, that left defensive end. Putting Ramble On the line, it seems like, just in case. Oh, wait, does he have a 1-turn setup? He doesn't have sprint, which means he needs 2 pushes out of this. All right, more importantly, I should say 2 pushes forward. So the way you do a 1-turn touchdown, well, there's lots of ways to do a 1-turn touchdown, but without a pass of some sort, is that you have to get as many pushes out of chain blocks toward the end zone as you need to move your to get your player into the end zone, right? So the gutter runner with an MA of 9 plus 2 rushes is 11. There's 13 spaces from the line of scrimmage to the end zone, so you've got to get a push. 1 push downfield and then another push downfield in some way. It could be this. It could be this. In order to have an opportunity to score. Here's the swarming roll. Gets a 1 on the D1 swarming roll. Blitz declared by a blitz earned by the Dead Poets. They got a 3. On the D3, they can, if they see how this 1 die might work, which I do not, they could try to throw a wrench in it here. Going for the blitz. 2 die blitz. Gets a push on Hats Off to Harper. This is a sidestep because all Snotlings have sidestep. So we'll see if this has any impact. If he has a plan, then the thrower is going to throw the ball to number 3. Smart kick. Smart kick by the Dead Poets. I have to assume that was on purpose. To try to get the ball into the hands of somebody who Stairway to Nuffle doesn't want the ball in the hands of. But that ball is going to scatter in Stairway to Nuffle's favor here. Oh, he really wants a push out of this. Yeah. Spends a reroll. There's the push. Got through the loner roll. Here's the follow-up. Got another push. Takes the block here. Moves up to here. Takes the block here. Oh my goodness. Can he do this? Here's the push. That's going to push number 3 forward. There's that first push he needs. Let's go. Let's go. Another push on number 15. And then he's got to get through a pass. A pass, a catch, a couple of dodges, 2 rushes. There's the push he needs. Takes the defender, stumbles, result. He's gonna get Ramble On into scoring position. Let's go. The ball on the 8. It's gonna go into the hands of number 7. Three plus pickup. Got the pickup. Going for the quick pass. Good pass, good reception. 4 dodges, 2 rushes. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 1 turn touchdown by Stairway to Nuffle. Yeah! Oh, man. Holy moly! Oh, I love this. I love this. Oh, I love this cheer so much. Yeah, that's right. This is your time. Take all the time in the world, girl. You think it's over? Nope. We'll keep going. Oh, man. Well done by El Nuverino. 1 turn touchdown with Ramble On. Second half is going to begin. Ramble On is going to be on offense to start the half. Oh me, oh my. Ramble On now. Ramble On. Stairway to Nuffle now finds themselves in an advantageous position. So it's going to be 11v11, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that will be 2 Snotlings. So he will he'll put 2, yep, he'll put 2 Snotlings in the reserve box. And that means if he rolls a 2 or a 3, he'll get 2 more, bringing up his total roster on the pitch to 13 players. So it'll more than likely be 13v11 on the pitch, 2-man player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle. We'll see on the kick. Anchor defense for the Dead Poets. 4 linebackers, 3 on the line, 4 offensive linemen for Stairway to Nuffle. 2 back to receive, the Skaven thrower, and of course the Skaven gutter runner. Ramble On. Just picked up 3 more SPP with that 1 turn touchdown in the first half. Dead Poets trying to advance into first place with a win here tonight. Stairway to Nuffle trying to get into the upper half of Division A as we head into week 8 next week. Just 2. Remember, each team has a bye week as well. Yeah, there's the 2. Got the 2, so it'll be a 2-man player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle. Ball's going to be kicked to the 20 and scatter 1 space. And Stairway to Nuffle will be graced with an extra reroll at that. So Nuffle, with the brilliant coaching, grants an extra reroll. Stairway to Nuffle at 5 rerolls, including that leader reroll. 1 die block on the line with the block skill. It's going to get the knockdown on McKernan. Gets a stun out of it. 2 gobos on the line. They only have a strength of 2 against those strength 3 zombies. Moves the blitzer back toward the ball. Stairway to Nuffle has a couple of options for how they want to stall this out. Yeah, they can either pull back. They can either pull back in this direction, try to engage here, or they can try to engage down pitch. But if they do that, they're going to be taking hits every single turn. Three plus pickup. It's going to pass to Ramble On. Failed the pass. Probably won't use the reroll here. Yeah. Failed the catch. So that's a 2 plus catch. I'm sorry, that was a 2 plus pass. And the edge here for the catch, it's a 1 plus. But remember, natural 6s always succeed. Natural 1s always fail. So the edge 1 plus really comes into effect when there are negative modifiers to the die roll. So he still effectively for this catch needed a 2 plus. Tried to pass for some extra SPP there. That's a tactically sound move. Didn't work out, but he's got protection on the ball, so that's fine. Turn 9 now, back to the Dead Poets. 5 minutes, 8 seconds on the bonus clock for the Dead Poets going into the second half of the game. 2 minutes, 12 seconds on the bonus clock for Stairway to Nuffle. Dead Poets slowly advancing that line and those linebackers toward the action. They're going to take a blitz on the right side of the line. They'll get a knockdown. I'm sorry, they'll get a dodge put. No, they will get a knockdown. They have tackle. Well done. Against Dazed and Confused. 8 plus on AV is a little frail. But the Goblin stays on the pitch. Joplin back to apply some pressure. So this, you can see Joplin's a blodger with sure hands. This is his ball carrier, but he could have just as easily kitted this player out with Sneaky Git, right? Dirty player. And then you can imagine this MA7 Dodger who's a real pain in the butt. Two plus pickup with Ramble On. Works out. Number 3 gutter runner in possession of the ball on Stairway to Nuffle's own 18-yard line. Held the defense to a blitz last turn. Probably try to do it again on this turn. This is how he's going to stay alive. Has the speed advantage as well. Speed and agility advantage. The Dead Poets secondary is really going to have to be on point here. And be careful that Ramblon doesn't get past the defense. 3-die blitz, breaks armor, my goodness, with a big uppercut and gets a KO. That's a 3-man player advantage now for Stairway to Nuffle. Gets a push on the block here. Hey, it's a 4-man player advantage? What's the numbers here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? That can't be right. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, man. 4-man player advantage then, not a 3-man. It's a 4-man player advantage. Significant player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle currently here in turn 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9v13. Only if you round up for the stotlings, that's true. I gotta tell you, so I'm not a, I'm a, you know, I love to eat. Who doesn't? But I'm not a big fan of fast food. There's some I like more than others. But Arby's I found detestable. But I had some friends that said, let's go to Arby's. Why don't you try something different? Don't get the roast beef sandwich. Get something else. Good stun here by Lennon. Let's see if he can convert this into anything. So I got something else. Their fries are pretty good. I had a better Arby's experience. it wasn't bad. Bad Dog, welcome to the stream. Says Arby's is delicious. Yeah, I had their I guess you'd call them their chicken nuggets. I don't know, and they're like a cross between chicken nuggets and chicken strips, and their fries. I was very impressed with the fries. They were good. Doug Minsar says chicken sandwich drenched in buffalo sauce. That actually sounds pretty good. They have an Arby's sauce. What is an Arby's sauce? Wow, uphill block on the Red Hooker. He's gonna be a knockdown. My lord, uphill block on Whole Lot of Love is gonna be a removal. 3-man player advantage now for Stairway to Nuffle. They lost that big player. Might spend the oppo here. He is going to use the Apothecary. It's going to end up being a stun. I think that's a great save by the Apothecary. Big uphill block by the Dead Poets. This worked out. Oppo got spent. And now the Rat Ogre's just going to be stunned. He's going to remain on the pitch. Bad Dog says, get the Meat Mountain sandwich. It'll change your life. All right. What? I mean, is that just like a massive roast beef sandwich? Hank the Ranger asks curly or crinkle fries. I got the curly fries. Right, so there's like an Arby's sauce? What's Arby's sauce? Like, I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, all right, word. Thanks, Bad Dog. I'll check it out. 2-die blitz against the number 16 lineman who dared to block the Rat Ogre, and he's going to be stunned. That's kind of cool how they have off-menu items. Ah, I see. And now Ramble On is going to shoot down pitch, crosses the line of scrimmage, is in the right wide zone on the opposing 2-yard line. Stairway to Nuffle to set up a pocket of protection in the right wide zone. Just needs to defend this gutter runner for a turn. Boot polish is disgusting. Ramble On, that is, not Arby's. Fail a 3+ dodge here. Doesn't spend the reroll. That'll be a turnover. Turn 11 back to the Dead Poets. We have, it's regional. Well, I don't know how regional it is. It's a wide region in the U.S. I don't know if it's elsewhere. There's a fast food joint called Checkers. Down south, it's called not Arby's. It's called Rallies. They have, hands down, the best French fries on the face of the earth. McKernan, the number 13 lineman in the secondary currently. These zombies only have an MA of 4, so he's keeping him back to try to cover Ramble On. Gelshy1 says, I have a bag of Checkers fries in my freezer. Then you've won tonight. Let me put on the schedule. You're the winner. You're the winner of every game tonight. Yeah, Checkers fries are the best. They gained a few pounds since Wendy's chocolate shake sandwich and French fries. No regrets. Sounds delicious. You know what? I want something to eat now. 3-die block on number 11. It's going to knock down, but not break the armor on these snotlings. These snotlings with really tough armor. It says AV6 plus, but you know, it's really well made, well crafted. Boot polish says way to outread my spelling. All right, sends a Ghoul runner. Jones, the number 9 rookie Ghoul runner, back into the secondary as well. Turn 12 for Stairway to Nuffle. It's a tie ball game. They have 4 rerolls. In fact, both coaches with 4 rerolls. You found your son at Wendy's? I imagine that's like a Hallmark movie where you meet your long-lost son at Wendy's because you both have a very particular type of sandwich with a very particular type of or set of toppings on it. And that's how you run across each other after 20 years apart. Just once it makes clear, without the French fries, thank you very much. Bonding over triple baconator. but still, like, the box art for the movie is still like Christmassy for some reason, because that's all Hallmark ever does. 4 forever. Oh, please make this happen. All right. Sends Ramblon down to get the assist on the rush blitz against this ghoul runner that works out thanks to the block skill. Well done. The ball now on the opposing 20-yard line here in turn 12. Fails the 50-50 roll with the Rat Ogre. The Rat Ogre going to remain prone on the ground. Mummy's effectively out of the drive at this point. It's going to come down to the Whites and the Ghouls. Final turn of the third quarter. The Dead Poets on defense, trying to stop the score. They're up against a Blodger Ghoul runner. But if they can get the knockdown, it's only an AV7+. Too embarrassed to get up. Here's the blitz. 2-9 blitz on Ramblon's a push. I'll have to re-roll this. Got the pal. Oh no, got the pal. Ramblon's gonna stay on the pitch. And the ball's gonna bounce to the 24-yard line. Dead Poets did what they needed to do. But Ramblon's going to remain on the pitch. Signor Sloop. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Wait, is my mic not working? Oh, there we go. Gail, she won. Thank you very much for the bits. 3-9 block on good times, bad times is going to be a push. And now a 3-die block against the Ocean. This will be a knockdown. 5+ is all he needs with Mighty Blow. He's got it. There it is. That's a removed snotling. See you later, little guy. Dead Poets desperately trying to get downfield. 1-die block on Dazed and Confused. This is a push. Taking a cheeky block on the Goblin here. One die block over in the left wide zone. Gets a push out of this. That'll be the turn. Fourth quarter begins. Stairway to Nuffle. Are they just going to try to dodge? They are up against a tackle player, so they're not going to get the dodge skill if that's the plan. Fails the animal savagery roll again with the Rat Ogre. Oh no, succeeds. I forgot it. Wait, what just happened? Oh, he... What? Oh, he failed the roll, stood up, killed the bad guy, or killed his, or blew up his teammate, fell back down, then stood back up. I get it. I understand now. Because there's no animation to knock someone down from a prone position. I get it. "40 seconds left on the clock for Stairway to Nuffle." Now, just because they're up against tackle doesn't mean they get a reroll. They don't get a free one. They'll get a reroll with the team reroll. Good pickup. Is he going to try to stall? No, he's going to score. Well done. Oh, Signor's loop. Thank you so much for the bits. That went very well with the cheer. Bad Dog says animal savagery, best big guy Negatrain. Yeah, it's great. Again, we talked about that previously, but it ensures that your big guy gets to take his action. So it's really good. I love how long this cheer is. And then she falls down like she's dead, and she's like, nope. There's the score, the second touchdown of the day for Ramble On. Signer's Loop says, except when it kills two of your own guys in the same game. There is that. Stairway to Nuffle to set up their defense. They're in the lead 2-1. They're not out of the woods yet. So no more swarming players. They're all gone. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it'll be 11 v 9, I think. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a two-man player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle going into the second quarter for the Dead Poets. I'm sorry, the fourth quarter for the Dead Poets. Foodcaller says, man, 1 week ago I thought for sure Ramble On was retired. Yeah, you and me both. Here's the kick. No kicker for Stairway to Nuffle. 3 re-rolls for the Dead Poets. They're back on offense. Deep kick. Deep kick all the way in the end zone. Dead Poets will get an attempt to pick up this ball for free. And if it goes out of bounds, all the better because it'd be a touchback. Succeeds in the ball pickup with Jones, so the ball's going to end or begin in the Dead Poets' own end zone. They're going to advance the ball to start this drive off up to their own 12-yard line at mid-pitch. 3-die block on Dazed and Confused, the center defensive tackle. Gets knocked down, breaks armor, but only gets stunned. Three-die block on the number 10 Goblin, the left defensive end coming up. Gets a pal here, looking for an 8+. No armor break yet again. And now a 2-die against when the levy breaks is a push. All the blocks taken. Blitz still available. Here's that blitz. 2-die blitz on when the levy breaks. Gets the POW this time. Turn 14 for Stairway to Nuffle. They have a 2-man player advantage. They're in the lead. with 3 turns left. The score is 2-1. Skaven Thrower with a strength of 3. MA7 matches these ghouls. Currently a safety. The other safety, Ramble On, very fast with an MA of 9, but just a strength of 2. Both Skaven players have the block skill. Or both of the safeties, I should say. El Nubarino not getting overcommitted with this defense. Blitz in the right wide zone. Gets a knockdown. Can he get the armor break? He can. Every armor break's a good armor break at this point. Gets a stun. That is 1 turn. The number 16 is out of this game. Which means they're really only going to be effective on turn 16. And if S. Beaver is looking to score, that means he's probably out for the rest of the drive. He'll be out in turn 14. On turn 15, he'll only have 1 MA. And on turn 16, just the standard 4 MA of movement. Turn 14 now for the Dead Poets. S. Beaver has never defeated. Oh, failed the rush with the mummy. Has to spend the reroll into a both down result here. Could have rerolled that as well. He spent a reroll on the rush. Did not reroll the blitz. Could have if he wanted to. Chose not to. He wants to hang on to the reroll. S. Beaver has never defeated El Nubarino. They have met before 4 times over the history of the league, and El Nubarino has come out on top 3 of those 4 times. Tight cage now, crossing the line of scrimmage. Jones, the number 9 Ghoul Runner, is the ball carrier. The ball's on the opposing 4-yard line. But this cage is marked. Turn 15 for Stairway to Nuffle. Penultimate turn. El Nubarino trying to figure out what he needs to do to stop this score. He needs to keep somebody in the secondary, probably 2 people in the secondary, and everyone else probably needs to apply a little bit of pressure here. He doesn't need to get over aggressive, really just needs to take the marks. If he takes the marks, he stops that forward movement. I block double skulls here. He'll have to spend a reroll. And now this will work out due to the block skill. Stand up Goblin Blitz. Rush Blitz, 3 die, uphill Blitz! He's gonna knock down the ball carrier here. What a blitz! And the ball's gonna scatter out. Back to the Dead Poets 2-yard line. Good 3-die blitz here. What a blitz by El Nubarino. The Dead Poets on turn 15. I'm not sure anyone can get there at this point. I thought for sure he had 4 ghoul runners, but it looks like he only has 3. Just taking blocks here. Oh boy. What a clutch blitz by Stairway to Nuffle. Bad Dog says SB ought to be pissed. Maybe takes the blitz with the lineman because his only chance is really to get somebody down pitch. Oh, I think it might want to be Cobain. I'm not sure. No, he's going to blitz with Cobain. So maybe he blitzes with Cobain. Cobain gets down pitch and he's going to be the score threat. 2-die blitz gets the pal here. That's what he's looking for. He'll follow up for sure. Plenty of movement left with Cobain to get him into scoring position. There he goes. So that's the scoring threat. Needs to recover this ball. Probably recovers with Jones. Yep, one space over with the downed lineman. Hank the Ranger says the successful 3-die uphill block is trademarked by Pips Pippy Fan Club, LLC. Good pickup, 2 rushes. It's going to come down to Cobain. Takes a 1-die against Heartbreaker, gets the POW here. Turn 16 for Stairway to Nuffle. They've got to take Cobain out. If they take Cobain out, they win. How greedy does he want to get? How greedy does he want to get? There's one mark. There's 2 marks. Takes the blitz with the big guy. 3-die blitz. He got the POW. It's going to knock down the white blitzer and breaks armor. And Stairway to Nuffle's going to win this one 2-1. Well done to El Nubarino. My goodness gracious. 2 amazing plays by Stairway to Nuffle. The 1-turn touchdown in the first half and the 3-die uphill in the second half to clutch this game out. Takes the foul. Tries to foul the blitzer. Had 3 assists on the foul there. Didn't work out. Blitzer, the AV of 9 means it's effectively an AV of 6. Rolled a 4. Russia's communication breakdown into position on the right wide zone. I don't think he needs to cover over on the right here. I would just save everyone. I would run away. I'd run for the hills. Final turn of this ball game. Hard fought game. Well played by both coaches. But the Dead Poets are going to fall short in this one. 2-1 will be the final with Stairway to Nuffle, the winner. Nothing to do here but to take the blocks and perhaps pass the ball for some SPP. Two-die block, spins the reroll. Why not? Double pals here. 7+ breaks armor. Can he get 2 SPP out of this? Cannot. That's the blitz spent. Two-die block for a surf here. It's going to surf when the levy breaks. Good positioning for the surf. Even if you can't win the game, even if you can't get SPP, I would recommend playing out your final turn. Like, really play it out as if you have another 5 turns or another 4 turns, because it's good practice to just, right, maybe the pressure's off a little bit because the game's about to end, but it gives you an opportunity to look for those dice, look for those opportunities for the surfs, look for the opportunities for the 2 dies, and it just gives you more practice on trying to push block into more 2-die blocks and so on and so forth. Two-die block on Heartbreaker. This would be a POW. Can't break armor. Got nothing out of it. And I think that'll be the game. Oh, is he going to foul? He is going to foul. What assist on the foul? Oh, no! Oh, the GG foul. Of course you should get called off there. No! But he succeeded on the argue the call. The ref's like, you know what? No, you're right. Out of the game. Stickers Luke, thank you for the bits. 2-1, the final. And with that loss, that knocks the Dead Poets out of second place down in third place. It leaves Dead Fred and the Real American Heroes the only remaining undefeated team in Division A, and Stairway to Nuffle gets right back into the upper half of Division A. Well played, good game. What a matchup that was. My goodness, El Numerino with those big plays absolutely deserves tonight's win with 2-1. Well done. All right, and coming up next, we're going to have another doubleheader tomorrow night. May 14th, starting at 8 o'clock p.m. That's Eastern Day. Of course, it's Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. We're going to get started tomorrow night with the Harlequins BBFC versus Subductus Super Kilocopters. That's BB Nut versus Berserker Tempest. Undead versus Underworld. Another Undead versus Underworld matchup. And then immediately following that game, we're going to have Mr. Yuck versus Nuffle to see here. Venger versus Clypheus. Nurgle versus Chaos Chosen. Both of those are Division B matchups. Those are coming tomorrow night. I have a busy schedule this week. So tomorrow night, I'm basically getting up super early. I'm going to work. And I have to go to a particular place tomorrow. And then I'm gonna drive home and just immediately start streaming. So hopefully I won't be late. I don't think I will, but if I am, I'll announce it in Discord so everyone's aware. And then this Thursday, May 16th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time will be I Want to Be Like Doug versus Alphitus Australis, Richard Cranium versus Eric. That's Dwarf versus Wood Elf. And then we have one more game yet to be scheduled. And when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel, Play Blood Bowl. Man, this game is so much fun. I mean, what a game that was! Like, that was so amazing. Just the presence of mind and the various things you can do and everything that you have to keep in mind to play this game. Oh, it's so much fun. You can play Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Until tomorrow night, May 14th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Monday evening.